Hello, folks.
What's
Welcome
going
in.
on?
Super Weekend. Danny Boy, Bill Corpus Crispy with you. And always with you.
What's
Sports
up?
City Podcast. Right here on SIN 484, sponsored by the Dugout Millwood as always. Bill, I cut you off. How you going?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? It is Super Bowl weekend.
Hey, yes, we are so excited. We're gonna save predictions
For
for
tomorrow.
tomorrow because SIN is doing a massive 2 hour Super Bowl extravaganza.
Oh,
That,
it's gonna be great. We're gonna have pyrotechnics. We're gonna have dancing girls. It's gonna be
yes,
fantastic.
yes, Billy Boy, we're gonna have all of it, and it'll be live right here on the YouTube channel. Please tune into the YouTube channel for everything Sports Cincinnati podcast, Super Bowl related stuff for Sports Cincinnati Network.
And
Um,
before we begin, it's not Super Bowl related, but there is a shout out I'd like to give to someone very important.
okay.
We don't really like to talk religion on this channel, but I want to give a shout out to Archbishop Ron Hicks of New York. Today,
Hmm.
it's official.
Hmm.
Today,
Yeah,
Ron Hicks
it's
becomes the new
weird.
Archbishop of the state of the Archdiocese of New York. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best, and we'll be praying
Yeah.
for you.
Hmm.
And we'd like to thank Cardinal Dolan for his service,
Yes.
for his years of service to the Archdiocese.
Yeah, 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 and he was a tremendous archbishop. He, certainly cared for a lot of people and did God's work. So we appreciate all everything that he's done for Archbishop. Obviously, I'm in like a sub diocese, the Diocese of Brooklyn. That's where I came from. Um, but
Did I ever tell you I met Cardinal Dolan?
I met him too.
Isn't he great?
Oh, he very lovely guy. I mean, it was very brief, but yeah, like
He's just such a personable,
yeah.
nice guy to meet. Um, okay, so anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk the Super Bowl, but like Reggie said, we're gonna save predictions for tomorrow. We're gonna keep y'all in suspense.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
Spoiler alert, a lot of people are not gonna like my predictions. But that's okay. You know? And by the way, I did not give the team away. So suck it.
who knows? Who knows? You know? So okay. Anyway, here we go. So first of all, we'd like to talk about um NFL Honors was last night,
Yep.
and we'd like to talk about NFL Honors last night that happened last night. Um, and here are the winners from last night. Should we okay, we're gonna start with let's start with the Walter Payton Man of the Year, Bobby Wagner from the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, we're all very excited for Bobby Wagner to win Walter Payton Man of the Year. He did an outstanding job in the community. He was all over and very, very good pick. We're very, very thrilled for him.
New category, Protector of the Year, Joe Funny of the
Mhm.
Chicago Bears. The Assistant Coach of the Year, and we predicted this one. Well, I predicted this one correctly. Josh McDaniels
Yeah.
of the New England Patriots. Coach of the Year, Reggie was right on this one. Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, even though I didn't want Mike Vrabel to win, he was gonna win.
Hey, you know what? He turned around that team. They went from 3-14 to 14-3.
it's a very, very impressive turnaround. I mean, you can't, there's just no other way around it. Like, it's very hard to take a, what was it, 4-win team year before, uh, 2 years in a row. They were a 4-win team, and then to turn around and go 14-3, win the AFC East, and then head to the Super Bowl. That's a tough thing to do. Massive culture change. So it was a no-brainer. Like no-brainer.
Okay, San Francisco for the comeback player of the year, Christian McCaffrey.
Hmm. Accurate. Yeah. Like like injuries and all that stuff. It's a good way to honor his season and uh definitely deserved an award for it.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Schwezner from the Cleveland Browns.
Wait, defensive player of the year? That was in
Defensive
Miles
Rookie of the
Garrett?
Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, defensive rookie. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying. That was my bad.
Off Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tatoria McMillan from the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Incredible.
shocked it wasn't Trayvon Henderson.
No, I'm not that shocked because he's had a tremendous receiving season, and the Carolina Panthers were actually a great story this year. So, um, like, and of course, like the dude's catching balls like nothing. So it was awesome to watch him play. He's gonna be a stud. I think he's gonna be the best wide receiver in the league within the next couple of years.
Okay. Next. From the for the def for the offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith Najiba.
So this is no brainer. Jackson Smith and Jigba. JSN has been unreal.
Him and Sam Darnold just really
Yeah.
click.
They clicked, I mean, unbelievably. And they're gonna continue to do that. Hopefully it'll carry over to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett.
Yeah. So
No brainer.
yeah, when you break the sacks record for a single season, like like you're an explosive player. Like it's a shame that the Browns still haven't been very successful while he's this good. So shame. But great job nonetheless.
And the MVP from the
Mhm.
Los Angeles Rams, Matthew Stafford.
No surprise.
Or as my 2-year-old nephew calls him, Stafford. I've all told you that story. He's not really my nephew. He's my
Yeah,
friend's son, but he calls me Uncle Bill. So,
yeah.
um, when we would do the fantasy football draft, it was me, my buddy, and his son. We were part of a fantasy football draft. I had to choose either Tua or Stafford, and I'm like, who do I pick? And my buddy's like, hey, bud, should Uncle Bill pick Tua or Stafford? He's like, Stafford. I'm like thinking, the one time I should have listened to a toddler. The one time and those words had never come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, the one time I should have listened to a toddler.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, 46 touchdowns and over 4,700 yards. Pretty damn good year. And then, of course, this season, the touchdown interception ratio was unreal, 5.8. So, like, it's an incredible season. At age 37, he's still this good. Going into his age 38 season, 18th overall coming up in 2026. Like Stafford is fucking awesome. By the way, accepting the award, he confirmed that he's coming back. So not retiring anytime soon.
He's still got some juice left in him.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool that his 4 daughters came on the stage with him. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And also it was awesome to see his teammates and his coach react to the fact that he's running it back for one more year. So,
Yeah.
you know,
But just Kelly Stafford, please go away.
what?
No one likes you.
No.
I'm sorry. I listened to her podcast. She's just so fake. Like when
Yeah,
I've
but
listened to Kylie Kelsey's podcast before. She just sounds so genuine and so real.
yeah.
Like Kelly's just fake.
Right.
Listen, I'm sure she's a good wife. I'm sure she's a good mom. I don't know. I don't know her personally, but just from what I see,
Yeah.
ugh. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't have said that, Matt. If you're Matt Stafford, if you're watching, I know you are. My apologies. Um,
I'm sure he's not watching.
yeah,
But
I don't think he even knows we exist
yeah.
and doesn't care. But anyway, so and also we'd like to now stand up and applaud and welcome the Hall of Fame class of 2026.
Yeah, man. So
And
last
here,
night, Hall of Fame class was announced once again, minus Eli Manning, as it should be, minus Bill Belichick, which is crazy, minus Robert Kraft, which is crazy.
you know what? We'll talk about that in a second because that's insane. But we're gonna get to these people first because we need to celebrate, and then we
Exactly.
question,
It's all about celebrating
and
those
then we
who go on to
question
Hall.
the intelligence of these people
Exactly.
and then we question their intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Drew Brees.
First ballot. And there's no argument there. You know, incredible career, champion. And look, before the Saints, there are a lot of questions about Drew Brees, whether he'll be an elite quarterback in the league. You know, found his way with Sean Payton and his staff, and they really, really made something in New Orleans, something special. So it's an incredible ride, and definitely the right move to make him first ballot Hall of Famer.
Secondly, secondly, um, yeah, who's sec? Okay, next, Larry Fitzgerald, second in NFL history with career receptions and receiving yards.
Yep.
Roger
And
Roger
you know,
Craig.
what was
Uh,
that, Bill? You cut out just a
no,
touch. Sorry,
I
Bill.
almost cut you off.
Well,
Continue.
no, I'm saying your mic cut out. Like like I couldn't hear you.
Larry Fitzgerald,
Larry Fitzgerald, we got him. That was also first ballot. It's the right move. No doubt about it. One of the great receivers of all time.
Roger Craig,
Roger Craig. Um, he rounded out the class. And then Terry's also in there. Luke Kuechly, both were in their second year of eligibility. Um, Kuechly was good. I have no issues with him going to Hall of Fame, Bill. I don't know about second ballot. Like I think he could have waited at least another year or two. But his numbers probably were enough to get him in. So congratulations to him. Vinatieri was a no-brainer, one of the best place kickers I've ever seen play. Um,
So yeah, that. So yeah, congratulations to the NFL Hall of Fame class of 2026.
yep,
And okay, you just brought up Robert Kraft. He didn't get in first ballot, which I'm very confused about. Like Belichick's not getting in, Kraft's not getting in.
yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know because under Robert Kraft's ownership, the Patriots have been one of the most successful franchises in the league. Super Bowl titles, Super Bowl appearances. Like you can't top what the Patriots have done. You know, from the turn of the century into the 21st century. Like, that's the thing that kind of confuses me, you know. And look, I get it. There's some baggage with the Patriots. There's obviously baggage with Robert Kraft and his personal life. But Kraft's a great owner. Like, he's one of the smartest owners in the league
Because
and
listen,
knows how to pivot when his team is struggling.
regardless of how you feel about Robert Kraft, regardless how you feel about the Patriots, he should be in. Belichick should be in.
Yeah.
And you gotta look, you know what? Was it Spygate? Was it Deflategate?
Yeah.
Was it his little action in the was it in the action of was it the little act was it the stuff that happened at the massage parlor? Or just recently it came about that Kraft is in the Epstein files? Like, what's going on here? Like, is it that? Come on, this is not the Baseball Hall of Fame.
The eh, I mean, but that's our point. Is like, you know, and we hold baseball holds it to the highest of the highest grounds, right? All these baseball writers and veterans committees and all that stuff.
Like,
Now we're seeing that the Pro Football Hall of Fame do literally the exact same thing when it doesn't take much to make it to the Football Hall of Fame. Like we've had this conversation
there are
before.
people someone who killed someone is in there.
Like,
People who've done bad things
yeah,
are in there.
criminals in general,
The
they're in the Hall
bar
of
is to
Fame.
get into the baseball football hall of fame. The bar is super low.
Like,
And I'm not mocking anyone who's in the football hall of fame. Well, baseball hall of fame, and I say this all the time, dude, you got to be a model citizen.
yeah,
You basically have to make Mr. Rogers look like John Wayne Gacy.
yeah. Uh, I
Like,
mean,
that's how high the bar is to get into the baseball hall of fame.
yeah.
You got to make Mr. Rogers look like John Wayne Gacy. So So I don't know. Is the Pro Football Hall of Fame starting to become like the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Yeah, they like what moral high ground do you have to not put Robert Kraft into the Hall of Fame? Like, let's be honest about that. What moral high ground do you have? And it has me concerned about Tom Brady. I think
Me
Tom Brady's going
too.
to get in. I think Tom Brady's going to get in his first ballot. Like,
But you
I
know
think
what?
anyone
If
would be insane not to.
Well, like here's the thing, and listen, statistically wise, MVPs and everything, Reggie, I 100% agree with you.
You know,
I'm 100% agreeing with you. But
but
when it comes to, I'm going to take it more to Belichick because Kraft's got more things than Belichick does. Like, okay, if they're looking at Spygate and Deflategate, and Kraft's other things, the massage parlor, the Epstein files, that's his problem. Um, but if they're gonna nail them, if they're gonna nail Belichick and even Kraft on Spygate and Deflategate, then why should Tom Brady get a free pass?
yeah,
Like if we're playing
and
this
that
game,
and
dude, if
that's
we're playing this game, then
yeah,
why does Brady get a free pass?
and that's why I'm concerned about Tom Brady. The only reason why I think he gets in is because of his 7 Super Bowl wins, him winning without the Patriots. That's going to propel him. But like, it's incredibly concerning, dude. Like, I'd be lying to you if I didn't look at these two developments. No Belichick for his ballot, no Robert Kraft for his ballot, and think, wow, I think the right now who we deem as the greatest quarterback of all time, that could obviously change with Patrick Mahomes, which I think he'll eventually get to that point. Um, but like it's gonna I think it's gonna get to a point where we're having this conversation in a few years. You know, again, I hope that I'm right that he does get in first ballot, but it has me a little concerned that there might be the anti-patriot bias against him. It exists in Bill Belichick. It exists in Robert Kraft. It's tough.
So yeah, what's gonna happen there? Um, we're just gonna have to wait and see. And you know what? I just want to say this. I brought up Kraft with Epstein. There is something I just want to say about Epstein real quick. I saw this on if you remember on Monday we talked about the whole thing with Steve Tisch and everything.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Goodell is saying?
I did not catch his comments now.
They're looking into it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I heard that. I heard about that. I don't know if I didn't know he actually made official comments about it. I knew that the NFL decided to look into the Steve Tisch stuff more.
And
Um,
okay, are you? But here's my question. And we'll just talk about this briefly. Are you actually gonna look into it, or are you looking into it?
yeah. Are you quote unquote looking into it?
And no,
Um,
I said this on Monday. If you're
yeah.
gonna look into this, there needs to be an outside independent
Yeah,
investigation.
see that's the thing. Like, if you're in the NFL and your people are investigating it, like, doesn't that sound kind of fishy? Commissioner, because how does it structure work? The commissioner works for the owners, right? Like that sort of thing. So
No, absolutely, bro.
I
Dude,
don't know about
they're
all that.
looking into it. Don't worry, Reggie. They're looking into it. No, you need to get an independent investigation
Yeah.
because you know Goodell is too
Yeah.
buddy buddy with the
Yeah,
owners.
just like the Mitchell report, the Free report, like all these were handled by independent investigators. Like, you know,
You need to, you know who you need to actually get, you know who you need to, yeah, you just, because do you think Roger Goodell's really going to go after Robert Kraft? Of course he's not. He's not going to go after Robert Kraft. They're buddies.
yeah. Mm.
Hey, Reggie, don't worry. They're looking into it. Like, I have no faith in them.
No.
I have no faith in Roger Goodell. I have no faith in the NFL.
Well, he's one of the worst commissioners of all time.
He
Put it like
is. He's a
that.
horrible commissioner.
Yeah.
How many more years do we have of him?
I think he ain't going anywhere anytime soon, buddy.
Please go away, Roger. We don't like
Mm.
you.
Yeah. Now, at least Manfred's gonna leave the MLB, but
That
you
I
know,
can't wait. I
yeah.
can't wait for that day, dude.
NFL, nah, they like Goodell too much. Like,
No, but no, an independent investigation needs to be conducted.
I agree. I agree. And but look, the Patriots hate is real, and no one can be more of a Patriots hate fan club president than me. Like, I fucking hate that franchise. But to allow that to influence your decision and not put two of the greatest football pioneers, especially in this century, into the Hall of Fame is just wild. It's dumb, it's silly, it's stupid. Like, if Jerry Jones, who's done literally nothing, can be in the fucking Hall of Fame. And look, I know he's won Super Bowls. Fine. But, not on the level of Robert Kraft has won Super Bowls. And yet Jerry Jones in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, and look, there was dysfunction with the Cowboys during Jerry Jones's time as owner, even though he's won Super Bowls like way back when, right?
Yes.
What was the dysfunction with the Patriots? Spygate, Deflategate. the rift between Brady and Belichick, like all the crap that, let's be honest, even though it's quite you can question it, it had no impact on the team because the team kept winning.
Oh, absolutely.
In any case,
But yeah, so anyway, we got a football game this weekend, but you know what? We'll talk about it, but we're not gonna
mm,
because we got the big extravaganza tomorrow.
yeah, but I do want to say this. Um, by the way, before we get to that, let's quickly run down the potential Hall of Famers for next season. That's Ben Roethlisberger, uh, Rob Gronkowski, Adrian Pearson. All those people will be will headline the eligibles for 2027. Super Bowl. And there's a lot to get into that we'll get into tomorrow. But
Now we got yeah, so we got the Pats and the Seahawks.
yes, I'm excited. I'm
I am
excited for the
too.
Super Bowl. I'm excited mostly because my boy Sam Darnold is finally showing people what he really is, which is a great quarterback. I've always known he's a great quarterback. I did not want the Jets to get rid of him, but also recognize the Jets would ruin him anyway. So I'm glad that he had this little journey to being this Super Bowl quarterback that he is, whether he wins or not. Like he has done a tremendous job this season. Nothing's going to take that away from him, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud that he has risen to what he was supposed to be, the quarterback that we expected as Jet fans to be. Obviously, it's a shame that he's doing it in a Seahawks uniform, but look, anyone but New England, right? I do not want the Patriots to win. And that's the bottom line. Like I can't stand the idea of the Patriots winning the Super Bowl, especially with this short turnaround that they got, Bill.
Yeah, with this short turnaround. But no, if they win, then boom. You then this really shows you that Mike Vrabel is probably the best coach in football right now.
Yeah.
Because you took a team that went 3-14 the previous year, and they went 14-3, and they win the Super Bowl. So if they win, then Mike Vrabel's the best coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I will not debate that with anyone. But you know what it's gonna be, and like again, we'll get more into this tomorrow. I think you're gonna have because New England's defense is scary.
Yes.
New England's defense is scary. Drake May is when it comes to offense, Drake May has been awesome, and Trayvon Henderson, who I think who I originally predicted to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, he's been a monster this year. And also, but you got to look at the defense. But then when you look at Seattle, like you said, Reggie's boy Sam Darnold, he's got to hit Jackson Smith Najibba.
Mhm.
He's got to hit him, bro. He's got to hit Smith Najibba.
Yeah, connect with him. Um, Seahawks also have a good running game, so utilize that. They have a great, you know, offensive mind. Kubiak, obviously getting the Raiders job. So, and then of course, McDonald's done a great job as head coach, and obviously done a great job with the defense. So it's a lot of, there's a lot of things that the Seahawks have that they can win. It's just whether or not it's gonna be good enough to beat the Patriots. The Patriots are they're gonna be a tough one. They're gonna be a very tough one to contain. Um, on both sides of the ball. So I expect it to be pretty close. Um, and let's go, man. Like I can't wait for this, man. This is gonna be one of the more exciting Super Bowls. No Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That was getting really annoying to see.
Oh my
Um,
God, we're gonna have a Mahomes-less a Chiefs-less Super Bowl.
you know,
But we're gonna have to listen to Chris Collinsworth dream about Patrick Mahomes.
yeah,
You know who can make that pass, Reggie?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. You know who I have a big poster of in my room at night? You know what? I'm not going to say that joke on air because if Mark's kids are listening, he's going to kill me.
Yeah.
But you know who I have a big poster in at night? Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, we're going to have to listen to Chris Collinsworth dream about how Patrick Mahomes is not in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And in the back, he's probably on the phone. I'm here without you, Patrick, but you're still on my lonely mind. If you know, you know.
Ah, it's gonna be rocking in Santa Clara, um, on
Oh,
Sunday.
don't you mean San Francisco?
No, they're in Santa Clara. They're
Oh
not
God,
in
Reggie is
San,
that guy. He's now
San,
that guy.
San Francisco. They're not in San Francisco. It's nowhere close to San Francisco.
Like the Giants and Jets are in East Rutherford.
Yeah, but you know what? At least that's 8 to 10 miles from downtown Manhattan.
How far is Santa Clara from San Francisco?
It's got to be at least like an hour, hour and a half. I mean, like, I'll tell you in a second as I Google it. Santa Clara to San Francisco is 45 miles driving, 53 minutes with barely any traffic, so about an hour. You know,
Absolutely.
45 miles versus 8 to 10 miles.
The Giants and Jets are more of a New York team than
Mm,
the San Francisco 49ers are a San Francisco team.
yeah, and then they're gonna argue, well, San Francisco Bay Area. No, fuck out of here. If you're gonna claim regional, then the Jets and Giants have the right to claim regional. Just saying.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be wild in Santa Clara this weekend.
Santa Clara, absolutely. Um, yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. Um, can't wait for the Super Bowl. Can't wait to eat those snacks. What's your go-to Super Bowl snack, Bill?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually going to a Super Bowl party this year. Going to my
Wait, well, you
neighbor's.
said you're hosting it?
No, my neighbor is.
Your neighbor's hosting it.
And my mom is bringing her world famous chili.
World famous
The world
chili.
famous chili. Like
I've never had your mom's chili. I keep hearing about
one of these days, Reggie boy, one of these days.
it.
Because I gotta tell you, a guy who we used to go to for the Super Bowl, he loved my mom's chili. Like he would go, "I'm not letting you in my house unless you bring the chili."
Yeah.
And and then like every time like he tells like his friends who were there goes the best chili ever, like right there, right there. And then and then I remember one year my mom got really sick. I think she got like the flu or something, and she
Yeah.
couldn't go to the Super Bowl party. And this guy who used to be our neighbor, and he's calling like, "You're still bringing the chili, right?" My poor mother, she's hacking up a lung when she's making the chili.
You made the chili sick. Oh my God. Hopefully she
And
can
then
get
and then and then I remember my dad and I went to the house, and my mom said, "And tell him if he gets sick, it's not my responsibility."
exactly. Yep.
um, yeah, but anyway, but no, chili. I really like wings. I'm a big wing guy.
Wings. Yeah.
What's your go-to Super Bowl snack?
Oh, nachos, baby. Like
Oh, okay. You a chicken or beef guy?
beef with the anything that's like nachos or tacos, it's beef. Um,
I do like chicken tacos though. I like
chicken
chicken.
tacos, they're not bad, but beef is better with tacos.
And I'll tell you this, guy. And I'll tell you this because I've been on a diet for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
yeah,
telling you, man,
this
look,
weekend.
doesn't Bill look great, by the way? Like,
Yeah, for those of you who are the audi for who look at the video, I lost 23 pounds. I was 210, now I'm 187. But I'll tell you this weekend, diet's off the table.
oh yeah, no, no,
Diet is off the
you're
table.
devouring. You're gonna devour those chicken wings because I can't eat that much because of my new weight loss journey myself. 30 pounds, by the way. Um, and I'm on those GLP-1s, so it's like, it's gonna be really tough to have a lot to eat. And,
Yeah. So
yeah.
so game, food, okay, the controversial part. What about that halftime show?
Why does everyone think it's gonna be a controversial halftime show? I mean, it's not that controversial. It is
Well, I
a
think maybe
it
because
is a
Bad
it is
Bunny's
a
Hispanic and everything that's been going on with ICE
yeah,
recently.
well, it's a global superstar. He got it obviously he got it speaking out against ICE, but while he was doing that, the NFL was like, yeah, sure. He's a global superstar, man. Like, people love Bad Bunny before all this political crap that honestly, I don't even think he is gonna focus too much on it. Like a lot of his music is about the celebrating and love and all that stuff. So I don't
So,
expect I don't expect much out of that. I
what
expect him to do a
about
great job.
TPUSA's All American halftime
Yeah, you want
show?
to know what's funny? Because my parent company, for the television station I work for, my parent company is gonna air that Turning Point halftime show, along with obviously all these other conservative channels and stuff. I mean, I don't know how true this is, and I'm not saying that this is 100% absolutely true. Um, I know that certain like sister channels, so we have like this national show that we do. We have our digital sub channels that have like all these like different like television programs and stuff. They're gonna air it. But I'm also hearing, and I hope this is not true, that the NBC stations owned by my parent company are also going to air this Turning Point halftime show, not the Bad Bunny, which I don't necessarily believe that. I think that's not true. I'm hoping it's not true. But I've heard some rumors that that will be the case as well. If that is the case, shame on my parent company. But
Well,
I don't think that's going to happen.
you
And
know what? For those of
um,
you who don't know
yeah,
what we're talking about, in the in the reaction to them
yeah.
announcing Bad Bunny, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, he speaks Spanish," and I love his clapback as he was hosting SNL back in September,
Yeah.
and he said, "America, you have 4 months to learn Spanish."
Exactly. Because he while he was doing his monologue, he started talking in English and then he broke out into Spanish to talk about all the sacrifices um and the hard work that he put in and all the opportunities that Hispanics barely get and all that stuff. I'm just paraphrasing, by the way. And yeah, clap back after speaking Spanish, being like, if you didn't understand what I said, you got 4 damn months to learn it. Um, by the way, shout out also to my fellow Latinas for because I don't speak Spanish, but shout out to them for being like, hey, look, we can help translate the language to you so that you understand what he's saying, what he's trying to do, what he's trying to present.
No, because
Like
I
I
have a very
appreciate
good friend of mine who speaks fluent Spanish. I might call him up and say, "Hey, Sean, can you translate this for me?"
it, you know,
Um,
and they have no problem doing it.
yeah, well, here's the thing, because to bank on the outrage of people not being of of people being pissed at Bad Bunny, Turning Point, the organization that was started by Charlie Kirk,
Yeah.
was like, we're gonna start our own halftime. We're gonna do our own halftime show, and it's gonna be all American. Okay, guys, listen, we're not a political podcast, but people listen to the code in there. All American. Hmm. I think there's a certain word for that. Am I right, Reggie boy?
Does it start with an R?
It starts with an R. It
Mm-hmm.
ends with a T.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. May I say it, Reg?
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe this whole thing sounds, I don't know, racist.
Yeah.
Like, they're banking on racism here, folks. They
Yeah.
are. It's
And if it's not racist, it's definitely a word that starts with a B, kind of ends with a Y. You
bigotry.
know? Exactly.
But
You
you know
know?
what it is? It's like, because you know who's going to be in this turning point half all American halftime show?
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
Yep.
Brantley Gilbert, never heard of him. Have you?
Some of these are like country Midwestern type people. Like, yeah.
Lee Bryce, never heard of him. And
Yeah.
Gabby Barrett, guess what? Never heard of him. So yeah, that's your halftime show,
Well,
folks.
Gabby Barrett, I've heard of.
Oh, I think I've heard of her too.
She's a American Idol person.
But
Um,
look at it this way, folks. That's your halftime show. A washed up has been and three
mm,
people you've never heard of.
yeah, or some that you may have heard of, but have had not necessarily success on the mainstream side, more on the countryside. So, like, yeah,
And like, listen, if you like country music, you like country music, and I do
yeah,
not attack you. To everyone has their own taste in music. Like, look at us. Reggie's like more top 40 today stuff. I like listen to. I listen to a little bit of everything, but
yeah,
from what you hear, I listen to stuff your boomer dad listens to.
yeah. Well, my question is, why make a big deal about someone like Bad Bunny being at Super Bowl halftime? Because he speaks Spanish? Because his music is something that you don't understand? You know, Bad
Remember a
Bunny
couple
has,
years ago when they had what was it, the J Lo Shakira halftime show,
yeah,
and people were
that
losing their minds.
that was Mahomes' first Super Bowl win.
Yeah,
Um,
when J Lo and Shakira they were.
yeah,
No, listen, maybe we should be praising the fact that these women are 50 something and they still look absolutely amazing.
yeah. Look, the bottom
And they
line
can still
is,
move like that. And God
yeah,
bless them. And there's like maybe we should like and like people just went nuts over that. Their outfits were too revealing.
no, yeah,
Where
I
were
had no
you
issue with
guys
the
when
halftime
Adam
show.
Lambert took his freaking shirt off?
Yeah,
Like, or you know, or if you want to go back way back in time, the
yeah.
infamous Janet Jackson incident.
hmm Which,
People went
which,
insane.
which, by the way, to this day, I think was intentionally done. I don't think it was an accident that just happened.
People went insane.
Yeah.
And then when Adam Lambert takes his shirt off,
Mm.
crickets. And then J Lo and Shakira, who again they did a fantastic job, and they're all they're all getting it insane, and they're going insane over it. Like
But
I feel like nowadays, okay, you know what we're gonna be seeing like the day after the Super Bowl? We're gonna be seeing that meme when it has like the Amish choir and it says next year's Super Bowl halftime show. Because some
yeah,
assholes out there are gonna find a way to get offended by Bad Bunny.
yeah.
And like
I just think, Bill, why we make such a big deal over this stuff is ridiculous. You know, obviously we can have an opinion and we can argue over it, and that's fine. But like to make it ruin your life so much that one, you have to have a competing halftime show, which I don't think is going to do very well. But then to have all this controversy surround it, like why? Like why?
these
Bad
people live
Bunny,
a bit.
Bad Bunny's a global superstar. He has been on American um pop charts before. Like this isn't his first go around in America. Like I said, he's a global superstar. Do you know that his song DTMF is currently number one in China? China.
I know, right?
Crazy.
Or remember last year, the whole Kendrick Lamar thing, people went insane.
I thought he got a lot of support actually. You
Well,
know?
there were some people who rolled their eyes at the show.
Yeah, this the
And
typical.
they make their opinions known on Twitter, which, you know what, I'm just gonna say it. If you really got to make your opinions known on Facebook or Twitter, you live a very sad existence.
And I couldn't agree more. Like, you know,
No one cares what you
it's
have to
not gonna
say.
ruin your it doesn't ruin your life that Bad Bunny's is the Super Bowl halftime show guy.
Do you think I'm gonna be? Listen, I'm not really a big fan. I'm not really familiar with a lot of Bad Bunny's music.
But
It's
you don't
just
have to be, Bill. Like,
that's just not my type of music. But am I gonna be losing sleep at night over it? Absolutely not.
yeah,
I think the people who are losing their minds, they just really need to check their conscience, and they just really need to get a life.
yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, are we gonna be seeing the Amish choirs next year's Super Bowl halftime show, Reggie boy?
Who knows? I'm hoping for Bad Bunny's sake and you know, Benito, if you're listening to me, please, please, I'm hoping for your sake. Have a great show. Break a fucking leg, dude. Like, I'm being serious. Like, for his sake, for the NFL's sake, the NFL's taking a massive risk doing this. You know, please have a good show. Like, and I think he will. I think he's gonna have a great show.
So,
He his residencies have been tremendous down on the island of Puerto Rico, and you know, like for his sake and for the NFL's sake, for everyone's sake, I hope it's okay. I hope it does well.
what do you think? Um, do you think? What do you think the TPUSA's All American halftime show is going to be like?
I think a bunch of old people are gonna watch it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, again, people you don't know and a washed up has been.
Mhm.
Because, no, I'm sorry, Kid Rock gets on my nerves. He just really gets on my nerves. Like back on, I want to say it was November, me and on Super Review Show Mixed Bag, we did a tickets we wouldn't concerts we wouldn't see if the tickets were free, and Kid Rock was on my list. You know what? I'll say this: he makes music for men who are only allowed to see their children every other weekend, and they probably miss it half the time.
Yeah.
Kid Rock, the official artist of white divorced deadbeat dads. So so yeah, Super Bowl this Sunday. Can't wait. Don't forget to check out tomorrow, 11 a.m. We're gonna have our Super Bowl spectacular. Now I know what everyone's thinking. Why are you guys not doing it on, I don't know, Super Bowl Sunday? Yeah, Reg, why aren't we doing it Super Bowl Sunday?
Um, well, truth be told, I'm gonna be busy on Super Bowl Sunday.
I
So
am
I'm
too.
actually glad. At first I would have liked to have done it on Sunday just to, amp up for the game. I'm actually glad I'm not doing it on Sunday. Like I would much rather not. Um, but yeah, man, like, look, we're gonna have our own little show here. We hope that you join us and it's gonna be a blast. And we're gonna go do more of a deep dive. We'll play some fun games and it's gonna be a real doozy. So please, please, hopefully you join us on the YouTube channel, only on the YouTube channel, is where you're gonna find this show. And then, of course, if you missed the show, it's going to be there through Super Bowl Sunday, so you get to have plenty of chances to watch it afterwards. We encourage you to do that. Subscribe to the channel right now, and you will uh, get all that content. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. Real quick before we go, Bill, because yesterday, of course, the Jets have been the New York headlines because of their absolute atrocity and messy organization, the fact that they have no idea what the hell they're doing, and everything. I want to play a clip from an interview with Harrison Phillips had. He's a defensive tackle for the Jets. He interviewed with Jets media. Um, this guy goes by Richie, who's the uh, interview guy, and he has an interesting comment about the Jets and the organization, how things are run, and Aaron Glenn and all that stuff. I want to take a moment to at least you know share this, and then we'll talk about this in a sec.
Richie from Roundtable Sports Jets Media with the New York Jets defensive tackle Harrison Phillips. Harrison, I want to get your thoughts about Aaron Glenn, and what would you say to Jets fans of why we should believe in the vision and the culture that he's building here with the New York Jets?
Yeah, I haven't played for forever, but I've played for a handful of years now and understand that somehow, some way, culture matters. And you can't put a 5 wins, 10 wins, 3 wins, whatever it is, that doing it with people that you care about, it helps correlate to winning games. And so if I had a connected football team, I would take that over a talented football team that wasn't connected. I think AG inherited a very cancerous, truculent group, whole top to bottom, and it almost wasn't, it's not individual people's fault. I was there for one season. It was a very difficult season. And I almost wanted to waver on some of my thoughts and my beliefs and my optimism. And so I can't imagine being there for year after year after year after year and not seeing the results that you wanted. And it tainted people because my coach is going to get fired. My teammate's going to get fired. I'm going to be a free agent. I might get fired. I got to play for me. I got to make sure that my tape's hot, regardless of what the system is asking me to do or the scheme's telling me to do. And then young players come in and see, oh, that's my vet, and that's how they're acting, so I'm going to act like that too. And so it's a long chain of things, and it can't be fixed like that. I think AG's mindset of any coach I've been around to deal what we had to deal with this season, to be as consistent as he was to us through that whole thing, was super cool to see. And I think that consistency, and as well as making the jump from year 1 to year 2 as a head football coach, more of his people in the building, more of his thumbprint on the culture, I think we have to win more games.
Harrison?
Again, courtesy Jets Media, Roundtable Sports. Again, Richie asking that question. Richie does a phenomenal job covering the Jets. Bill, exactly my point. He used the word truculent, which is, not in a lot of people's vocabulary. Essentially, the culture was a disaster.
Oh, it was.
Because there's a lot of losing. People are tired of losing. People are like, okay, well, to hell with winning. I want to get mine so I can go somewhere else. Like, all of that is not shocking that it translated to the losing bill.
Correct.
So, not shocked by that. Obviously, Aaron Glenn doesn't give him a pass that he did a horrible job. And he did all season last year. But it doesn't help that he doesn't truly have his guys yet. And until he gets his people in here and build, like, we're not going to see much success. And look, it doesn't mean that he's going to be a great coach. It doesn't mean he's going to be the right coach. It just means that from the face of it, right now, it ain't going to look good until we can't evaluate Aaron Glenn until we truly see what he can do. In this offseason, bringing his own people, him and Muji, really building a team. It's going to be really tough to evaluate until we actually see that product. A lot of it was a bunch of sour holdovers.
Yeah, so, and that begs the big question. If the Jets have another bad season, is Glenn gone?
I think so.
Looks like we have to wait and see.
Amen.
All right, so that is our show for today. We will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll be there. Reg will be there. Mark Olasky Halper, Mike the Pun Master Rifkin,
Patchman, hot, come out of your cave.
coming
You know?
out of his cave, and he be doing just fine. Gotta be damned because I want it all.
No, he's probably gonna be working or whatever. But like, whenever we get Patchman, I know he was on the breakaway, you guys previewing the Olympics. So
Yes.
it's good to see him on that. But we appreciate you, we love you, we thank you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that button, notifications. Follow onto our website, follow our socials, and stay tuned. More Super Bowl shit coming up your way.
So from all of us here till tomorrow, stay safe.